Dear advertisers, I understand that you all have expectations and standards for what you want your brand to be associated with. And right now, YouTube seems to be a place that's just completely overwhelmed with drama. While I acknowledge that internet drama does exist, the hard truth is that drama exists everywhere. On the internet, with media in general, you can't escape it. And I want to remind you that YouTube is a place that can be safe for your products. Some of my favorite creators who are being listed as I speak still make clean content and they steer clear of drama. And it's so refreshing to just have clean content that you can enjoy, and it's just there because they want to make you laugh or they want to entertain you. And if they ever do put out opinions, it's either comedic, or if they really are talking about problems that are happening in the world right now, then they do it in a way that won't really offend anyone. There's one channel whose content I watch frequently, and they talk about how they view their fans as more than fans, and they consider us their internet friends. The thing is, it's not just that one channel. So many creators and fans view this relationship to be the same way, and I'm one of those people. There's so much hard work that goes into this, and we all appreciate that. And to be perfectly honest, when I'm watching some of these people, I feel like we have a friendship. Heck, when Kick the PJ does a doodle stream, I just sit there and draw with him. He makes effort to talk to us, he comes up with these weird concepts for characters and sketches that he can do based on our suggestions, and it feels like I'm just hanging out and drawing with a really close friend. It feels more intentional, and it feels like he wants to just spend time with us, in comparison to releasing one video that takes 5 minutes to quickly go over the sketches he made entirely. He draws those sketches with us. And I think that that is so amazing, and they are so much fun to watch, even the interactions that you have with PJ in those doodle streams. I can't even describe it. It's relaxing in general. There's so much that we get from them, whether it's a message of acceptance, just something relating perfectly to how we're feeling that day, that God knows who else would have felt that if we hadn't seen this video, and then we find so many other people who are feeling the exact same way. We don't feel as bad for feeling what we feel, and it's a relief. And the fact is, we want to reach out and help these guys because they have been able to help us in one way or another. And when I say I want to support them, believe me when I say I want to support them. Depending on the situation, I will watch the YouTube ads because there are circumstances where I will have to skip through them. I have sat through 5-minute ads before. I'm not that impatient. But I do genuinely watch the ads at the beginning or in the middle of the videos because I know that these guys are putting in hours upon hours of work just to make this piece of work that could be anywhere from 30 seconds to a half hour long. And that time is dedicated to keeping us entertained. And with the whole situation with the adpocalypse happening, I don't know if they're going to entirely be supported if we don't. Because no one talks about how the ads work, and so everyone says if you skip the ads, they don't get the money for it, which I'm not saying it's all about money, but when this is their job, I feel like it's not right. The unfortunate truth is that the advertisers have been pulling back because of recent acts of stupidity that have been taking place on the internet, and particularly with YouTube. I would like to remind you that not everyone on this platform is an attention-seeking loser. Believe me when I say that. Not everyone on here is an idiot. And please, learn the names of those who are. I haven't heard this name in like 6 months, but not everyone on YouTube is Sandpepper. Not everyone on the internet are the Paul brothers. And creators like PewDiePie and Shane Dawson, they aren't always the demons that one mistake in their past leads everyone to believe. To briefly address the fear of association with creators that have been deemed controversial or bad, I'd like to point out that I cannot name a single person who looks at an ad and thinks, this company supports this person, and I do not support this person, therefore, this company is of the devil. If anything, we're just shocked that there was an ad on the video in the first place. I think that's kind of sad that we almost find it shocking when videos have ads now. But I'm not going to stop going to whatever fast food restaurant was promoted on this YouTube channel of this one person I don't like. I also don't watch YouTubers that I don't like. I'm not even asking you to reconsider all this like I'm some massive YouTuber myself. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I have no resources to make any big idea that I have happen. I'm also literally a nobody. As of recording this video, I have a grand total of 20 subscribers, a good half of them, if not more than half of them, being my friends, and most of my videos get under 10 views a month depending on when I upload them, or which ones, or how many times I've clicked on the video because I want to share it with someone. So believe me when I tell you that this is not at all for me because I'm a nobody. I have nothing to lose right now. I'm saying this for the creators who I've grown to love, who have generally been able to replace television in my life because of how personal all of this is. Part of the appeal when you subscribe to someone on YouTube is that you subscribe to a person, not just their content. Say when I'm watching a Niga Higa video. Unless it is a two-parter, I am not anxiously waiting for the next video because it's a continuation of last week's episode that was left on a cliffhanger and oh my gosh, I need to finish it! I watch Ryan because he makes obscenely relatable content and funny sketches that overall just make me laugh. Derek and Paco are just goofy and their personalities are so weird and they just work well together. They laugh at their misfortunes, and that's something that you don't get to see very often unless you're with really close friends. And it's refreshing to see people who are able to laugh at themselves. So when I watch them on Ryan's channel, it almost feels like I'm just laughing with my friends. Watching Ryan and Sean bring it back to the old days of YouTube and recreating sketches, which I personally think were better than the originals, regardless of what Ryan thought. Just watching how they've grown and how their friendship has stayed strong through a number of years and their time on YouTube, it's awesome. Greg joking about being behind the camera rather than in front of it. Everyone who shows up on I Dare You, Dana and Arden, who's not even a member of RHPC, being the butt of Ryan's failed romantic videos. It is so funny. And they all work so well together that it feels like RHPC is a giant family. The group behind these videos encouraging you to just laugh at yourself and to not take yourself so seriously, it really helps make life simple. YouTube even gave me one of my best friends. My internet friend Emmy. Emmy. You're a good friend. I boldly declared on a YouTube comment that I think she and I would make good friends if we met in real life, and 4 or 5 years later, I still stand by that comment. We started talking on Google freaking Plus, that's how little we trusted each other at the start, which then progressed to Facebook, which then progressed to phone numbers, which then progressed to addresses and sending each other presents on our birthdays and Christmas. I've had so many great experiences with her. She's introduced a lot of YouTubers I like into my life, and I've introduced a few people I like into hers. And heck, I even made one of my friends a friend of hers. So we have a little trio thing going on, and oh my word, I love our conversations. I want other people to be able to have the same sort of experience that I did because of YouTube. In the early 2010s, when I started watching YouTube for the sake of YouTube and not just because the fact that my friend had an obscure video he wanted to show me, I heard so much about the YouTube community and everyone making a big deal about all these people from all over the world knowing each other, talking to each other, being friends and collaborating. That was something I admired so deeply, and something I loved the idea of, and I wanted to be a part of it. And looking back on it now, I realize it's not just the idea of creator to creator relationships. Relationships build among their fans. So many fans are amazingly supportive, encouraging, and willing to stand up for each other. If you don't believe me, look at the comment section on literally any social media from Thomas Sanders. I say this on behalf of creators everywhere. Please don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of a simple joke. And please don't be afraid to put your name, your brand, or your product on this amazing website that has brought so many people together. And so many people have spent the last 13 years of their lives working together to build this community that has so many amazing people who put out entertainment as often as they can just to make sure that we're entertained and that we can be happy when we need a break. We the fans are proud of their work and we want them to succeed. Please, don't be afraid of YouTube. Sincerely, a YouTube fan.